It looks like this could be going. Oh no, it is. It's going really badly. Grove is being attacked by the machine. It's always this machine that attacks Grove. And unfortunately, she lost all of her bits and pieces. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Heathwyn and we are back today to play some more of our Whimsy's Story Legacy Challenge with our founder Grove. We're still really early in this challenge, so if you have missed any of the episodes, you can go back and watch them and kind of get yourself caught up with everything that has been going on with Grove. In our last episode, Grove asked her boyfriend Alex to move in. So Alex has moved in. We were able to get a little house going for Grove. Alex went to work and came back and brought back a little bit of money. So I've even put up like siding and wallpaper in the house. So it's not just bare walls. So things are kind of coming along a little bit with Grove and with Alex. So here is the house now that I've put up some siding, and on the inside there is some wallpaper and some flooring, and I even had this rug that Grove had crafted, put that down on the floor. So the home is starting to come together a little bit and starting to move forward. I thought we would just real quickly kind of go back over the rules for this generation, kind of bring us back up to speed, remind everybody of where we're going with Generation 1. So Generation 1 is without a home, but not without love. Our story begins, as most stories do, with endurance. You are homeless. You've gone out into the world with nothing but a tent and a dream. So Grove started with just a tent and a bush on this lot. So she's worked her way up to actually having a home now. As a child, you never had your own home. You were bounced from place to place, always dreaming of a suburban home to call your own, with a family of your own. As you have since you were a young child, you long for a life of normalcy. You are tired of everything around you being turbulent and broken. You search for joy in the mundane. Life is lonely at first, but fortunately you find love with another homeless sim. You have nothing, but it feels like absolutely everything with your partner by your side. So Grove met Alex right away, and they really hit it off. Grove had a fantastic relationship with Alex right from the beginning. She felt really comfortable around him, and he really quickly asked Grove to be his girlfriend, and she agreed. And then, like I said in the last episode, they moved in together. You are a carefree, nature-loving, and naive dreamer. Some may call you a hippie, but you just call yourself happy. From the ground up, you create candles, fabricate your own furniture, and search dumpsters to make it by. Eventually, you have a home of your own, built by your own two hands. A tiny home. Not only is this a tiny home, but it is a suburban tiny home. Your dream is finally realized. You will stay in this comfy, a small shoebox-sized home for the rest of your life, growing in your garden, raising your children, and selling the things you make for an income at the local markets. So the goals for this generation are to find love while homeless, which we have done. Name all children after nature. Must live in a suburban-styled tiny home that you build cheat-free for their entire life. A micro home for young adulthood, and afterward you may upgrade. So we are in a 32 tile tiny micro home right now, and it's going to stay that way until Grove becomes an adult, and then we can think about expanding from there. Foster a healthy garden, a plant parent, and by that they mean the house is full of plants. Have at least 3 tattoos, master the fabrication, handiness, and wellness skill. Have the the outdoors and freegan traits. Complete the maker aspiration. Be self-employed with the freelance simply crafting career, and rarely wear makeup and love to dress casually. So those are the rules for the first generation, rules that Grove is definitely following. So Grove has 2 tattoos right now, and I was thinking that maybe with that third tattoo, she can like get that with Alex. That's kind of what I was thinking, as maybe they would get matching tattoos together. We did give Alex a makeover, so I'm going to pop into Cass real quickly, and I'm going to show you both of these Sims up close and change them out of their pajamas. All right, so this is Alex Adkins, who moved in just recently. He has gotten a little bit of a makeover. I liked his style, so I kind of left that alone. but I changed up his hair and just kind of gave him a little bit of a different look. Now, Alex is a master chef. He's a foodie, he's outgoing, and he is family oriented, and he uses he, him pronouns. So this is Alex. And then this is our founder, Grove Whims, and she uses she, her pronouns. As mentioned in the rules, Grove is a master maker, loves the outdoors, is a freegan, but is also a maker because she is definitely in that fabrication career and doing everything that she can to make as many things as possible. And we do have a tiny home. We have a 32 tile tiny home, so there's not a whole lot of space. Just the beginnings of a garden. Right now, Grove just has a couple of soy plants. That's all that she has in her home for the time being. And we're getting there on accumulating other plants and things like that, but they don't have a lot of money. They're pretty poor for the time being. They only have 305 simoleons. Hopefully now with Alex here, things will get a little bit better. Alex is in the culinary career. He's a mixologist and is making a little bit of money. So hopefully he'll be able to help so that they can kind of grow their little home together. So we need to get Grove a new gig in her career. And she's still, really the only thing she can still do is make rugs. So I guess we'll have Grove pick up this gig to make a rug. And she is going to have to head over to the fabrication center, which is where she has been doing most of her crafting and making because she doesn't have a whole lot of space here in her home to craft and make a bunch of things. Like everything is still pretty small and pretty basic. And a lot of stuff she did get dumpster diving. So, for example, the sink, the table, the chair all came from diving in dumpsters. She did purchase the fridge and the counter. The plants that she has also came from dumpster diving. They don't even have a stove at this point. They do have a Murphy bed, which, you know, could be a little interesting. Hopefully the Murphy bed doesn't kill them. But because they have a really limited amount of space, they're, you know, we're kind of stuck with what we can do in this room, in this space. So I think maybe we will take them and head over to that community lot. Alex can come too. There's a lot of things to do, so he can work on some things while he's there. Actually, maybe we can put him to dumpster diving while Grove works on her gig for fabrication. I think that sounds like a good plan. All right, well, Grove is over here working on fabricating her rug. Got Alex coming over to dive for some deals in the dumpster and see if he can find any good treasures for their new home. He's really kind of embracing the freegan lifestyle that Grove lives and making that part of his lifestyle as well. You know, he came from nothing too. He was like living in a friend's house for free because he was trying to get started in the culinary career and he just was having a tough time. So he didn't really have a place to call his own either. And so when he was able to meet Grove and get to know Grove, that was really, I think, what made it was that connection, the fact that they both really had come from nothing that made it all happen. Right, Grove very quickly and successfully made her rug. So let's have her come over and send it off to the client. Oh, nice. So Grove has been recognized for great performance and client satisfaction. Dealing with the fickle clients and finger cramps were worth it in the end. In addition to raising her rate, Grove also received rewards. So Grove got 1,763 simoleons and some new clothes. So that's awesome. As well as, you know, getting paid, which was great. So she's kind of bumped up a little bit in the fabrication career. So she's really excited about that. She's definitely feeling really happy. Life is really good right now. She's feeling a little flirty, probably because Alex is around and they're still in that like new love phase. You know, she's been outside in the fresh air, which she really loves. She is proud of herself for the work that she has done in her freelance career. So she's just feeling really, really good. I think we're going to have her come make a candle and bring that home because I definitely think that they would have candles around their house. So she's going to come make a candle and also use that as a way to continue to further develop her fabricating skill so that she can get harder gigs and start to earn some more money for them. And Grove has reached the fabrication level 3, so she can now make a dresser and a cylindrical candle, which I think probably will also mean that Grove will be able to get new gigs and hopefully earn some more money in her career. Right, Grove finished her candle. Let's see what new gigs might have opened up for her. Okay, so now Grove can do this candle one and make 400 simoleons. So let's pick this one. She's gonna have to make 3 cylindrical candles, which probably means we're gonna have to buy some soy wax because we don't have any of that right now. We have soy, just no soy wax. Alex keeps finding sinks in the dumpster. Apparently that's what he's going to be specializing in, is finding sinks. Oh no, we can't buy wax. Oh, this is problematic. So we can't actually buy wax from this station. So we're gonna have to have Grove go around looking for some soy plants that she can collect wax from because she's not gonna be able to do this without it. I know there are some soy plants like around the neighborhood. Okay, here we go. We can collect soy wax from this one and also harvest the beans. Oh, Alex is quite stinky from all of his dumpster diving. So we're gonna have Alex recycle the stuff that he has found. Oh, Grove found a TV in the dumpster. So they don't have a place to like put it yet. They don't have like an end table to put it on. But she did find one. Actually, maybe she should craft one. And as well as like a painting. But like, look at this, like a whole bunch of sinks. We have a sink. We don't really need more sinks. So we're gonna have him come and recycle that stuff while Grove is looking around for plants so that she can get some wax. And she also found this other dumpster over here, so I think she'll probably do some dumpster diving in this dumpster and see what she can come up with. Oh, she found 69 simoleons. Nice. And this is like a really full dumpster too. And a stove. That's awesome. They didn't have a stove. So they can add a stove now to their house. Right, so they really had a really successful trip into town. I think though we'll send them back home. And since they're back home, we're gonna take a look at the stuff in the inventory and see what we can do to make this tiny home feel even better for them. All right, so we have the TV, but we don't have anything to put it on. 2 stoves actually that Grove found in the dumpster and an ottoman. So I would like to add the stove, I think, to the kitchen. But we need to do a little bit of rearranging of the house, I think, before we can add that. All right, so we've added in the stove. I added another corner counter, and then I kind of put this like patio space over here that they can go out and eat on. I know in the winter it'll be a little bit tricky because it'll be cold and snowy, but I thought this way we can kind of create some space inside and still have like an area where they can go outside and eat, which would be really a good thing. I will have Grove, after she's done eating, she's going to need to come in and work on repairing this. She does need to max her handiness skill, so having her work on fixing this stove will definitely help get that skill up. And so Grove fixed this stove. She's going to give it a clean, and then honestly, she's really happy because like everything is coming together. They found a really nice stove in the dumpster. It just needed a little bit of work to get fixed up, and she's feeling really happy about that. It is raining, but no one is to be deterred. Grove is out working in their little garden. Although Alex has developed the fear of unfulfilled dreams, which he does want a child, but they're definitely not ready to be there yet. Maybe he's feeling like he's wanting things with his career to go a little bit farther, and he's feeling a little bit let down by that, like things haven't progressed the way he would like. So they are talking about the possibility of getting married, which is something that they both want, and they both are really excited about that as a possibility. I know Alex, they moved pretty quickly, and Grove at first wasn't sure how she felt about that. But at the end of the day, she is really happy with her relationship with Alex, and I don't think she would be opposed if he did decide to propose to her. Alex doesn't have to work today, so he and Grove have come to the community garden because a garden is something that Grove really wants to have. She really is interested in growing her own food and kind of creating like a sustainable lifestyle in that regard. So they've come here to the community garden. They're gonna do Grove is gonna come in and try to harvest some things and see what she can add to her garden. Alex really likes it here too because he's in, he wants to be a chef. So he really likes the idea of a a garden and creating and growing like his own produce and creating like meals that from food that they've grown themselves. So he really likes this idea quite a bit. I just noticed that we finished the first part of Grove's Master Maker aspiration. So now she needs to achieve level 5 in the fabrication skill and fabricate 5 items and have 5 dyes, which she's had 5 dyes. So now we just need to fabricate some items. She did make a candle for her gig because she has 2 pieces of wax. So she made 1 candle. She's going to send that off to the client, but she's making another little end table right now because she wants to put that in her home to put the TV that she found in the dumpster on so that they have like a television and they can sit and watch TV together and enjoy like and have like that quality time with one another, giving them something to do at their own home because right now there isn't much for them to do. Alex found another sink in the dumpster, but this is one that like would work well, I think, as a kitchen sink. So we may actually keep that sink and add that to the kitchen so that it kind of flows a little bit better than like the random kind of bathroom looking sink that's sitting there. So Grove is doing some more fabricating yet again. She is in here working on making a living chair to put in their house. Don't know how well that's gonna fit. Bess, I cannot give you 1,000 simoleons. Leave me alone. Grove is in here fabricating a living room chair, but it's not. It looks like this could be going. Oh no, it is. It's going really badly. Grove is being attacked by the machine. It's always this machine that attacks Grove. And unfortunately, she lost all of her bits and pieces, as well as the dye. And so I think she's going to come over to Alex and she's going to tell him how frustrated she is. He's been diving in the dumpster, but she's going to go and talk to him and just be like, oh my gosh, can you believe that this has been doing this to me? So she's told him and he's giving her a hug and he's trying to make her feel better about everything. He's like, you are really good at what you do. Those machines can be super temperamental and I think you do a great job and I really like everything that you've done and how hard you've been working. So they've seen the dumpster and into the dumpster they go to dive for some thrills. Oh my goodness, and they are making such a mess. So they dove for deals. They've had their first woohoo, a dirty flirty from woohoo in a dumpster. This gives a whole new meaning to getting down and funky, doesn't it? And it was their first woohoo. Grove also has similar sentiments. They've made quite a mess. So we're going to put this stuff back in the dumpster and they can come dive for more deals together. What a date, right? Coming to the community lot, diving in the dumpster to see what things you can come up with to furnish your tiny home that you have built together. Honestly, they're coming away with a bunch of stuff together. All right, I think it's time for them to head back home. All right, we have made it on to the next day, and Alex still has the day off of work, and he's got everything done that he needs to do. Grove has really put in a lot of work in the kitchen. She repaired the sink, so they have a functional sink now. It does need to be clean. The new stove is ready to go. They even put in some new counters. So they have this really sweet little kitchen that is starting to come together and just kind of making their house feel a lot more like a home. She did make this extra like end table that the TV that they found she could put on. She hasn't repaired that yet, but she definitely is planning to do that. Oh, and it's Harvestfest. This is really good news for Grove and Alex, because a harvest fest with the gnomes means that they're going to get seed packets. And since Grove really wants to really wants a garden and to have a garden, this is really good because this means now the gnomes are here, so she'll be able to get the seeds that she wants and start to have that garden that she really wants to really create that sense of sustainability. And Alex is also really excited about this idea too because he really wants to, do that like farm to table sort of thing. That's like his vibe with his culinary career. So it's like perfect timing for these little guys to show up. So we're gonna need to appease the gnomes. I think they all want pie. So let's come and you can give this gnome pie. You can give this gnome pie, and Grove can come and give this gnome pie. All right, we are appeasing the gnomes, all of the happy gnomes. Grove also planted a couple more soy plants because she really is realizing that she needs that wax from the soy plants a lot. Oh, Bianca has called and said, Happy holidays, Grove. Can I come and celebrate with you? I think Grove will actually say, yeah, Bianca can come over and celebrate. They don't have much happening in their little house here, but Bianca was like the first person that Grove ever met and her first friend. And so she is going to celebrate this day with her friend. And in fact, it was because Bianca invited Grove over to her house that she met Alex because he was there. Right, Grove found another soy plant in which she could get some soy wax. So I think since she found that, and she still needs to make like one more candle, I think we might take them over to the community garden, and she can make her last candle, and maybe they can harvest some things and get some more plants that they can plant and really grow that garden. Well, it looks like we are not going to have any success getting anything from these plants from the community garden because they've already been harvested. So that's kind of a bummer. However, Grove can come up here and make the last candle that she needs to make. What are you doing, Alex? There is a cow plant. Be careful around the cow plant. You know what? How about you feed it? And then just don't take the cake. Don't ever take the cake. Our girl finished her candle, so she's gonna send that off to the client for approval. And she got 546 simoleons off of that gig, so she is doing really well in the freelancer career. Well, the freelance fabricator career. So very good for Grove. And her fabrication skill has reached level 4, so she's being able to fabricate more things. She's earning more money on her career, and she's feeling pretty good. Every time she makes something, she just feels like really good about all of it. So they've been here at the garden, and Alex and Grove have really, like, their relationship has been really good. Things have progressed in such a positive way for both of them, and they know that they want to get married. They know that that's in their future. They are really looking forward to like growing a family and building a home together. Alex, this is something Alex has been thinking about for quite a long time. And honestly, he can think of very few places that would be like a better place. So he is going to, here at the community garden, ask Grove to marry him with a cow plant in the background. This is like so... This is so appropriate. He's proposing literally, and there is a cow plant hovering over her shoulder. I don't know if this is like a perceived threat, like if you don't say yes, the cow plant's going to eat you. Could that be what it is? I mean, nothing says romance like proposing with a cow plant. But of course, Grove says yes, because she knows that this is exactly what she's wanted to. And so this is the perfect thing for her. She just feels so happy and so connected to Alex. And while they know that they're not ever, like, they won't be able to have like a big wedding because they just don't have the money for it, neither one of them cares. They're very much into just like something small, low key, and they don't need anything big and fancy and elaborate. So Grove is really excited from being engaged. She's she's happy that she's getting married. She can't believe that it's happening. And Alex feels the same way. They have the same sentiments and the same feeling about being engaged. And they're both so excited and so happy about this. Oh, Tina. So another friend of Grove's is Tina Tinker, and she just called Grove up and said, "Hey, Grove, I've been feeling pretty down in the dumps lately. Nothing seems to be going my way. I figured if anyone could cheer me up, it's you." And I think Grove would definitely try to cheer her up. She says, yeah, I guess that's true. I do make the world brighter with my smile. I feel so much better. Thanks, Grove." Tina Tinker is also a crafter, and so she and Grove really bonded over their love of crafting, and that's been something that they've been able to connect with each other on. Uh-oh, oh no, oh no, oh no. Grove is hysterical though, and we don't have we need a mirror. We need a mirror right this second. Grove is hysterical. Alert, alert, alert. So we are going to quickly send Grove into the mirror to try to get her to calm down so she makes it to her wedding day. All right, so she's calmed down. She's feeling really focused now. So that's good. So Harvestfest is kind of coming to an end. They have both had a really good, positive Harvestfest. They got engaged on Harvestfest. They're starting to grow their own garden here in the backyard, and they've been able to decorate their home a little bit, including, getting a really nice stove, finding a TV. Just so far, everything with Grove and Alex is really going in the right direction, and it's all looking really positive. And I think with that, we're going to leave this episode here for today. I'm really enjoying the story, Grove's story, and watching the romance develop between her and Alex. They really are turning out to be really well suited for one another. And I'm really excited to see where things are going to go. I think I want to hold off a little bit on children until we can expand the house a little bit. I don't know where in the world we would put kids in this house the way that it is right now. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how things are going to continue to develop for them. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!